Easy. Okay, I would have brought you this video a little bit sooner if tragedy hadn't have struck. I shot it in a nice location outside. I found this very small, right, picturesque little reservoir with a dam that was more like a pavement at the side of the road. It was about 4 foot tall and about 1 metre wide, and I was there filming the video, and then not watching where I was going, I staggered a little too close to the edge of the dam, and me and the camera took an unintended swim, and I was left without a camera. So I've had to buy new recording equipment, which where everywhere's closed at this moment, it's a little bit difficult, so apologies for that. Okay, so furthermore to the Dominic Cummings video that I posted last time, it seems that some new information's come out, and that he did take a trip to Barnard Castle, which the police have said would have been a minor breach. But his trip with his child to his parents' house would have come under essential travel, and there were no breaches there. And people are saying that, well, you know, why didn't he take childcare or search for childcare more locally? Maybe ask his neighbours. Well, have you seen what his neighbours have all been up to? They've all been swarming outside his house. They've all been screaming abuse at him. They've all been throwing things at him. If these were my neighbours, I'd have travelled to John O'Groats for childcare if necessary. I mean, if this is what the guy has to put up with, then I feel sorry for him. But this goes to show this how that this is all blown out of proportion now, just because of who he is, and it's an absolute disgrace. But these people should be ashamed, and I'm just glad that I don't have to live around people like that he has to live around and rely on for help and childcare and things like that. So as far as I'm concerned, that minor misdemeanour that he did, travelling to Barnard Castle, I'm afraid that cancels it all out, and I'm rooting for him all the way now. The other thing is that I think people are getting confused about is that Barnard Castle is the name of the town. It's not Barnard. There is a castle there, but when people have said Barnard Castle, I think that people around the country that don't know this have automatically assumed that he took a John out for a day to go and visit a castle. That's not true. He went to the town called Barnard Castle, but didn't visit the castle itself. Southerners down there might not know that is the actual full name of the town, so it seems to me, from what I can see, that people are getting confused with that. So I hope that clears that up. Now, just to talk about a few future plans for this channel is that what I was going to do before coronavirus hit is I was going to go to a few rural North Yorkshire villages and to actually speak to people there that have gone out for the day about the oncoming electrification of vehicles and how that no petrol or diesel vehicles will be available to buy after 2035, or so it's said. And it would have been interesting, something a little different for this channel, just to get people's views on that who had gone there, because these villages will literally be at the back of the queue for the infrastructure required for electric vehicles. And of course, they're not urban, you know, you've got to travel to get there. So the people who go to visit there for the weekend and things like that, it would have been interesting to find out whether they would actually go there at all, if it meant going there and having to struggle to find somewhere to charge up to return. So that would have been interesting. I'd picked out villages Reeth, Mewker, Bainbridge and Buckden and Ingleton to do this. And it would have been interesting, just something a little bit different, but it would be quite interesting to see just how that outside of the towns and cities, how difficult this situation will be for not only people travelling to visit, but people who live in these villages too. The second thing that I'm going to do is not related to politics, which this channel is about politics, is that we're now 10 years on from the death of the undisputed god of heavy metal. I am, of course, talking about the late, great Ronnie James Dio. And I'm going to split a video probably there will probably be 2 long videos, and I'm going to cover his entire work from the early 70s up until his death in 2010. Because there is music out there that some people, particularly in the UK, will not be familiar with. And this guy is an absolute legend who has influenced literally thousands and thousands of metal musicians throughout the world. He's probably not got the best singing voice, but he is the greatest performer and singer in other departments, certainly with his creativity. And I'm going to cover that now. If you're not interested in hard rock or heavy metal, then you probably won't be that interested in it. But if you like it, then what I'll probably do is look into opening a new channel to cover music-based things. But it has to be separate from this channel. But I'm just going to do this one on this channel just to test the water and see how it works. Well, those are a couple of future plans. That video is coming soon. The one about travelling around in the north of England, that had to be put on hold because of coronavirus. It would have been a little bit difficult to do what I was going to do with social distancing in place. Not only that is that not many people are going there at the minute, so there aren't many people to ask. And the beautiful weather that we've just had, it would have been perfect to get the maximum benefit out of doing that. But unfortunately for now, it's on hold. But hopefully later in the summer, or perhaps even next year, it will come and I will cover that. So it's not going away, but right now it's just not really possible to do it. But stay tuned. Thanks for watching. Till next time. Easy.